Good afternoon. We're going to do something a little bit different for today's bike of the day. Normally we're outside, we're talking about a bike that's special for some reason, and then ideally it's something I can putt around and show you what it's like to ride and have you hear it. This is going to be a little bit different. This is a 0-mile bike, so I am not going to ride it. We'll definitely fire it up for you so you can hear it, but I'm here with an MV Agusta Superveloce Ago, and I'm also here with Ken Pieschke. He is the former technical director of MV Agusta USA, and he's also the former Canadian importer for MV Agusta. So he's definitely an expert when it comes to these things. He's actually here for a couple of reasons, one of which, a little more selfish. He's going to be helping us out with a couple of MV Agusta F4s that we've been having some trouble with from a service standpoint. So we're excited to have Ken help because of his expertise with the brand, so we can get a couple of bikes ready for clients and for sale. But in terms of this bike, this is one that Ken owns himself. He shipped it out here as part of the revamp that we're doing in terms of the second story and the containers and all that fun stuff. So this bike is going to be here on display. As you might hear, everything has a price. Everything is for sale for the right number. So he's not planning on officially selling it, but if this is the kind of thing that you're obsessed with, let us know. We'll put you in touch with Ken. Now, again, this is an MV Agusta Superveloce Ago. It's based on the Superveloce platform, kind of similar to an F3. It's an 800cc triple. What's cool about this one is it's really built to honor Giacomo Agostini, their most successful world racer of all time. Agostini, obviously famously Italian, he won 311 GP races over his extended career, and that's why MV made 311 examples of this bike. So normally when you look at a Superveloce, I think the stereotypical paint job is red with silver. This has that to a degree, but the red is way nicer. It's got like a satin finish to it. There's a little bit of flake in it. It's a deeper red, very pretty color. You've also got the silver and the one on the sides because Agostini kept winning all the time. That was frequently his race number. Let's take a look at some cool stuff about this bike, and I'm gonna bring things off camera to show you. But so you start with the paint job. Obviously that's unique to this model, but you've also got the wheels. These were, and Ken, correct me if I'm wrong, but these were like, you could special order these as accessories for other Superveloces, but these are stock on this bike, correct? Correct. Okay, so you've got that really fascinating tri-spoke, or actually 4-spoke design. It's also kind of a pentastar going there front and rear. The components are fantastic. You've got Brembo calipers, you've got Öhlins, a TTX shock in the rear, Öhlins forks. There's actually an Öhlins steering damper as well, although that's currently off the bike because Ken is doing a combination of a PDI as well as the installation of some of the goodies that are in the race kit, and that's something we'll show off as well because I just want to show you everything that you can see about this bike. So Ken's working on it. But again, you've got some high-end components. The tank's about to come off. He's changing, as part of installing the race kit exhaust, which is going to go on this bike, you also do a race kit ECU. So it's not like there's just an up map that you flash. There's actually a separate ECU that gets installed. So that's what's going to be happening in the back half here. And then, again, the tank's going to have to come off for him to finish that work. Ah, right on cue. There you go. So there's your race kit ECU. I'll go to this camera here. So that's going to get installed. And I'm going to put this here so it doesn't get lost. Did you determine if there's a cat in this or no?
Have not yet.
Okay.
Well, go ahead.
We'll take a look.
No. I think it's just a...
Oh yeah, that looks like it's going to be loud. This will be fun. But this is going to be at the bottom, of course, for the exhaust. And then the 3 pipes will come off of it, one of which is right here. So you can see there. One second, sorry. But yeah, so this is probably going to sound real nice. In Italian, 3 cylinders, 1965, and Ago. So that's going to be really cool. One of the nice touches that comes with the race kit. Let me put this away. Oh, so it's made by Aero. There you go. So it's an Aero exhaust, Aero special parts on the exhaust, and you have your certificate for homologation purposes, even though you'll still probably get pulled over. I mean, I honestly have no idea. I have no idea how loud it is, but we will find that out by the end of the video.
It's Euro 5 legal.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay, so it'll be pretty reasonable. Yeah. That's good. So this being a brand new bike, Ken actually shipped it to us in the crate. which is outside. So we did a little social media with it, unveiled the bike, took the crate off. Now he's working on this. I just wanted to show a little bit more about the race kit. Just one second here, sorry. So this is the box, this is the lid rather, for the race kit box, which is pretty cool. Sometimes MV does these in wood, sometimes they don't. The wood boxes sometimes kind of crack and things like that. So this will likely hold up better. I'll put this over here. Now, whenever you get a special MV Agusta, they have, the race kit will often come with basically a list of what's included, and it's always in Italian, so I can't pronounce it. But there's the exhaust we already talked about. One of the cool things I like is the rear seat cowl cover. So this will go here to replace the passenger seat. Obviously, you can see there are passenger pegs and things like that, but if you want to go solo, you can do that. And again, it's the color on that is just so good. That's absolutely gorgeous. And as you can tell from the other side, carbon fiber, so it does not weigh much. The last thing I will point out here is that there's also a certificate. Oh wait, I lied. There's a couple more things. So, first of all, the certificate. I mentioned earlier that they're making 311 of these models. Every owner gets a certificate for their bike, and as you can probably see there, this is number 302. So a nice little commemoration of your ownership to put on your desk or wherever it may be. And normally on bikes like this, they'll say, oh, it's number 302 or whatever number it is. The serialization will happen either on the top triple or maybe on a clutch cover. Or you think of like a Ducati Monster S4S Tricolore. It's just on the engine case. This is something I've never seen. I'm sure some company has done it. I've just never noticed it before, or maybe not. You just let us know in the comments if you've seen this before. But MV Agusta actually tells you it's 302 out of 311 on the race gas cap. So there's a separate, you can pop this off. There's a separate receiver for it and this cap. But that's pretty cool. It's something different. So kind of enjoy that. Every time you look down at the tank, you'll know, okay, I have number 302 of 311. So that's pretty interesting there. And it does come with a cover. That's pretty, you know what a cover looks like. I'm not going to bother showing you there. But last little thing out of the race kit I'm pulling here is the tank strap. So this is a thing that MV likes to do on the Superveloce. It's kind of an interesting blend, this bike, between 70s styling, almost like a neo-retro take on 70s styling and modern performance. So a lot of the Superveloces have a tank strap, and that's what you see here, like a leather strap that harks back to old bikes. So this is where that race gas cap would go into. So that's the intro, in a sense, of what to expect here. We'll show you a little bit of the bike as Ken goes through it, and maybe he's got some little anecdotes that he'd want to share, what makes this bike interesting over other Superveloces. But yeah, we'll show you how it goes. We'll show the installation of the exhaust, and then we'll fire this thing up, and that'll be today's bike of the day.
So we're replacing the gas cap with the special Agostini gas cap and the new receiver. Down. Yeah, number 302. Excellent.
Well, you just heard what this sounds like with the stock pipe. Ken's now worked his magic. It has the race ECU and that race exhaust, which, you know, it's race from an OEM standpoint. So impressively, it is still Euro 5 compatible, which means it's California legal. All right, my friend, let's hear it.
3, 2, 1.
There you go. So like California legal exhaust at idle, not too oppressive or anything like that, pretty quiet, but does sound good when it's being revved. And of course, what's cool about this, it's a 3-cylinder 800, so this has 3 pipes coming out of it, 1 on the left side, 2 on the right side, a little bit of asymmetry for you, and Ago specific, you know, 3 cylinders there in Italian, going back to 1965, with Ago's name on the top pipe, and then Arrow on the bottom pipe. That's pretty cool. I hope you enjoyed kind of watching Ken do his thing and doing the PDI / installing a couple of goodies on this. We still, I think this has bar end mirrors, which we may or we'll see.
We'll leave them off for now because they make the bike pretty wide.
There you go. So we'll keep them off for now. But we are in the middle of building our second story here out of shipping containers, creating the display area, that kind of thing. This bike is going to be one of our feature bikes upstairs. Ken is still deciding if he's going to sell this thing officially, so we'll let you know. But if this is something that you want in your collection, send me an email. Reach out. Abhi at iconicmotorbikes.com, ABHI, iconicmotorbikes.com. You know how to reach us. Let me know, and maybe this goes into your collection. So thanks, as always, for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Abhi.